Very aggressive early game here, but very powerful late game as well. But these four can do some work early game. They can do some work. We'll see what kind of work they do. The taunts, the jokes, the spam. They certainly enjoy doing that in the early game, these sex demons. Who do have another name that they want to go by, but I haven't been told by anyone on their team to refer to them as that, so I have to continue calling them the sex demons until told otherwise. But they do have another name involving ice. We'll see. Lots of gold running through here. Welcome to the stream, FAJW 55, we'll just say. I won't even try to pronounce that because it's not a word. Alright, Mercury going to use Major Look to try to get the guy into his team. Delta not looking very good right now, getting very low. He ends up going down to the Shooper's damage. You could see he was actually using his body to help their own jungler survive that. Early game advantage definitely goes to sex demons, though. They definitely have a better early game engage. No doubt about it. So while they are down a kill, Asclepius Gaming are going to grab that experience camp, which is going to help them a little bit. Loki heading over to the right-hand lane. And that's it. That's it. The speed up buff being grabbed by Mercury.
Get out of here.
This could be an engage. Nah, it's not. Just harass. Paulo very aggressive though. Trying to get that early damage, and he's certainly doing it. Plenty of early damage to be done. Ra hanging out in mid lane against Scylla. Alright, that'll work. Surprisingly enough, their Janus is actually over in the right hand side. I usually see Janus in mid, but no real difference having him over here. It's just maybe more likely to get ganks closer to blue buffs, so we can get those blue buffs too. But the utility that Janus brings is really, really good. You know, he's got those portals. He's got damage as well. He can help people escape. He can help people engage. His banish is a great stun. It's pretty much a stun because you're in the same spot when you land. So I consider that a stun. And it's so good. Look at that. Double stun comes in. The slow, easy kill for Muffin Man there. Muffin Man trying his hand at jungling in this game. As the last games I've seen him play, he was usually mid. You can see here the pushing power of Janus as well, not to be underestimated, as he kills those minions very quickly. He can also kill gods very quickly. Nice taunt by Athena, but he was a little too far away to get underneath the turret range. So the trade actually ends up being pretty bad for Mookips here. He's run into a trap, but I don't think that's going to really do much for them. The Transgressor's Fate is the name of that skill, and it is very effective at helping you get kills. If you put it underneath a target after they've been stunned by your boar, you can extend that unable to move status for quite a while in that case. And you can put sometimes one on top of another. So if they run onto a trap, for instance, and then you use your boar, as soon as they get out of that trap, they're going to get stunned again. Then you can put a trap underneath their feet again, and that is some major movement denial. Some major CC, if you will. Some major crowd control. So here we're going to see a 2v1, as Sonic Boom was being charged up by Mercury there, but he doesn't end up doing it. Instead he uses his quicker than the eye and Major Look. Nice wall by Amir. That's going to be a good stun with his freeze, but not going to be enough damage to get a kill. Searing Pain comes out. Misses, sadly. It was a bit blind, sending it through the wall. Those are always difficult to hit through the wall, but when you do hit them, very, very satisfying. Mercury going to continue the fight here. He ends up getting taunted and then uses Major Look. Amir with the last hit, but up comes Freya. She wants this kill. Scylla takes it with I'm a Monster, but does not hit the second proc. And now she's going to be chased down by Janus, who has a lot of damage at his disposal, but does not end up getting the kill. You can see these portals coming into play, allowing for a lot of mobility for not only Janus, but his teammates as well. Sorry for my voice cracking back there. Throat is a little dry. Hard to take a break for a drink, and the game isn't being paused. But I'm going to have to drink. Yeah, that's better. That's better. Waiting on the next fight, ladies and gentlemen. Who knows who will win?
Hey, over there!
Hey, over there! This is main harass. Mercury punches a bunch of people in a small area and then gets back to where he was. Mercury has a better known name, which is actually Hermes. Surprised that they went with Mercury, but I guess you gotta stay with the Greek names if you can. And Mercury just makes more sense. And Mars, the god of war, Jupiter, I think would be Apollo's other name. Apollo quickly getting a kill here, as they're going to collapse in on Athena as well, taking that kill for themselves too. Oh, I don't know why they would call Apollo Jupiter. Maybe I'm remembering the wrong god. I don't know. I think one of them actually has two different planet names. If I remember right, one of the Greek gods. Searing Pain comes out here from Ra, a fellow god of the sun, though. Jupiter over here, aka Apollo, is usually a god of music. Mercury gets destroyed by I'm a Monster. You cannot underestimate that damage. That's pretty much 500 damage guaranteed if you get hit by that. Scylla is very deadly. She will kill you.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Right, he gets his Audacity passive off, and that's going to give him some quick attacks. Nukip's having a hard time staying in this fight. Athena's going to come in from the back. One good taunt, and they could get a pick here. No, that's not going to happen. He needs more traps on the edges. Plenty of traps in the middle. More traps on the edges, please. That Transgressor's Fate can equate to some pretty major kills for an Artemis, the goddess of the hunt. Artemis going to send out her boar, her Caledonian boar named Tusky, but not going to get a kill, sadly.
Your left tower is under attack.
Ults are coming down. Sonic Boom helping to maybe spare someone's life, but Scylla able to get a kill with her I'm a Monster proc. That is a shame. Ra going down for pretty much for free. Nothing really coming out of that from their enemies. You don't like those kind of trades. You don't want to do one for none. Uh-oh, Loki kind of getting caught here. Ends up getting stunned. Good prediction there by Ymir, forcing him to use his ult to run away. Nice job, Shooper. Good play, good play. That was good. Let's keep an eye over here. That was really good. Good job by Ymir there, grabbing that invisible Loki. Keep in mind, he couldn't see him when he did that. That was all prediction. He is invisible for them whenever he uses that ability. Oh boy! Big stun! Will that be a kill though? Janus wants this kill. He's going to send out his ult, and there it is. Perfectly placed. Almighty Zeph with a good kill on Loki there. Meanwhile in mid lane, plenty of pushing, plenty of defending. Athena kind of stuck here. That's never good. You don't want to be stuck there against these two. That's a lot of damage in that lane. She's going to have to try to run. Will we see a wall go up? Yes, we will. There's the wall. No stun, though. Oh, banished by Freya. No stun is being used. Artemis goes down in the left-hand lane, but I think that it's all right for us to stick it out over here. There could be a big engage coming up soon. Freya with the damage buff is very dangerous. They have to respect that. She could suddenly turn this into a play at any time, but wait! Jonas ends up getting his banish down, and Freya is forced to ult. Athena ults in. Oh man, Amir almost dying, but so does Freya. Will this be enough for them to get away? Amir very low on HP. He's not dead yet. Oh, he ends up getting out because of the Jonas portals! And Jonas gets a kill for himself on Freya. Look at that. Just to add insult to injury. Major Look being used by Mercury here, and he's going to try to 1v1. And by 1v1, I mean 1v2, but Artemis wasn't really doing much, and by Artemis, I mean Athena. She wasn't really doing much back there, so he ends up getting away pretty much scot-free. Having half his HP isn't really that big of a deal for Mercury. He's able to clear things so much. Artemis is having a hard time staying alive against Blink at this point. Blink actually turning out 2 kills before I could even get over there again. Blink a very aggressive AD carry once he starts getting ahead. He's very comfortable on an Apollo, so he is definitely going to be playing more and more aggressive as long as he's not punished. Not sure what Artemis's plan is going to be coming back into lane at this point. Slowly losing her lane. This Blink play is pretty much unanswered. There's not going to be much damage being sent out from Artemis, as she's not there in time to even hit him with anything. So that portal play too strong, ladies and gentlemen. Jonas sending out his own ult in an attempt to try to last hit Freya once again, but does not end up doing so. Amir, with the quick thinking, able to run through that portal just in time before. It was such a good play. And now it looks like there's going to be a quick fight here between Jonas and Loki. Loki using his ult. He's going to try to get this kill. Oh, the backstab bonus damage. Not going to be enough. The portal going to help save Jonas's life. But wait. Athena ult coming in. Are they going to be able to get this pick? Oh, but the slow. Not going to let them do it that easy. Jonas going way back thanks to those portals. And a dash is going to keep Athena from dying. This has been pretty one-sided, but it's not completely one-sided, just pretty one-sided. I wouldn't say that Sex Demons have it in the bag quite yet. Ah, we're having a Facebook giveaway, Thunderdog. If you click the link in the chat right now and you share that photo on your Facebook, you're entered in to win a prize. Let's take a look as to what that prize is. You can win $20 for an Amazon gift card. That's cool. A $20 Amazon gift card. As our StarCraft 2 tournament will have a cash pool prize of $300. And as I say this, Blink is taken out in the middle of this fight. Muffin Man trying to get some work done as the Shooper is doing huge damage to the enemies, getting a triple kill for himself right now. Killing spree coming into motion. The almighty Zeph getting a kill for himself. And the portals are there for the chase, but he does not end up using them. That's going to be a 4 for nothing. Artemis, ironically enough, one of the people who's dying a lot on her team, is the one who does not die in that exchange. I think Athena has come back from the dead. Or she did not die in that fight, and I did not notice. It wasn't a flawless trade, though. I believe Apollo died in the middle of that. Still a very good trade, though, as a majority of the kills went to the Sex Demons, which is very good for them and very bad for Asclepius. Excuse me. Nose is still very runny and it makes it very difficult to breathe sometimes. Ugh. The Shooper hanging out in that wonderful healing glow. Oh! Searing pain through the wall! Causing an Athena ult to be popped here. She ends up getting stunned. Athena is in the area, however, but up goes Apollo, and Ra gets the last hit on Freya. Soon. Yep, she is dead. Nice wall by Amir. Amir's control of the enemy movement. I cannot stress it enough. It is so good. People who don't think Amir is good don't know how to play him. He's so strong. That's so good. And now he's going to be walking in here. He might be throwing up another wall. There it is. Look at that. Denial. Guaranteed kill. She couldn't do anything about that. The wall was in the way. Good plays all around by the Sex Demons. Lots of great plays, including that Jonas portal we saw a lot earlier. Saving that Amir. This is one of the reasons why Jonas is so good. He's got high damage, and those portals are so much utility. Good chase utility, and even better defensive utility as well. Up goes Freya. She's going to be using her ult to do some damage as she walks out. But Jonas is going to do some damage of his own. Coming in real close. Sonic Boom goes off. Not enough for the kill. Muffin Man actually ends up sacrificing his life for that one. Jonas going to do some quick damage with his own banish. But Loki is there. Blink almost dying in exchange for that. Searing Pain comes out to get a kill on Mookips. The Mighty Zeph goes down. In the meantime, Freya taken out by Ra as well. That was a pretty close trade there. Sex Demons losing a guy, and Apollo had to leave because of how much damage he had done to him. So the Sex Demons did not have their AD carry in that fight. It's a good thing to pay attention to these fights. Who's there and who's not. Scylla going to continue doing plenty of pushing on her own. Blink going to do some damage for himself here, as the Scylla is going to quickly run away. Apollo and Ymir, very dangerous combination, these two. Lots of CC between the two of them, able to keep you standing still for a long period of time while they do plenty of damage, especially with Apollo there. Plus, Ymir does increased damage to you as he uses his spells. Alright. They seem to have seen the Loki coming in, and now the wall comes up. They didn't see where Loki went while he was invisible. Loki does go down to blink in the background as Athena's trying to figure out what she wants to do. Ra is there. And it looks like he's not going to be doing too much yet. He's heading back to his native lane of mid. In the meantime, Artemis is going to be trying to fight Mercury here in the middle of his minions. A quick burst of speed is going to help Mercury chase, but not going to help him get a kill. Ooh, Jonas ult coming in. He's going to be teleporting behind. That's going to be pretty major. Searing Pain is not enough to get a kill, though, as it misses its targets. And now Ra wants to get that kill for himself. He does get that. The Ymir wall perfectly placed, just enough to help him get an enemy kill. And Muffin Man getting snared there. But wait! There's so much counter engage going on right now. Loki going to do plenty of damage to the enemy's Flawless Kid, getting a kill on the Jonas. Freya doing lots of damage, though. You cannot deny how much damage she's capable of doing to the enemy. They're going to have a harder and harder time ignoring this Scylla. And as Freya gets more and more built, they're going to have a harder and harder time ignoring her. Loki goes down to the Apollo. Apollo is very strong in this game right now. He's not even afraid of those taunts. Down goes Freya in an attempt to take out Ra. He's just too strong. Too much damage, too much heals. The more damage Ra does, the more heals he gives himself. So inversely, the more damage you build on Ra, the more survivable he becomes. As a glass cannon, he's also really good at healing, so remember that with him. They don't really go as tanky on Ra anymore. They like the Bancroft's talent because his heals get better as his HP gets lower, which gives him more HP. And it's a solid choice on a Ra. There's no doubt about it. It's a good item. Everybody on the Sex Demons has their ults. That's what these little diamonds here are for. He's finished his Book of Thoth, and I see a Kronos' pendant on the Almighty Zeph. Lots of damage here. Might want to get a Bancroft's Talon, though.
And they are all big and have swords and
the way is open.
Wondering where they're going to go next. Amir is going to try to get some experience for himself. Scylla does not end up stealing anything. Amir grabs himself a Stone of Gaia. That's going to give him plenty of health regen and great magical protections. He's also got physical protections through his Breastplate of Valor, which also gives him some cooldown reduction. Very versatile build. And he's looking to get a little bit more. Maybe a Mage's Blessing? Maybe the Magi's Blessing? In comes Apollo. Not going to be getting that kill. That's going to go to Jonas. There it is. Excuse me. In comes Athena. She's going to end up dead alongside her friend. Loki, I believe, was killed there. Yes, but Loki did get a kill on the Almighty Zeph. So they won't have Jonas in the upcoming fights. Ra's going to run headlong into this, and he ends up not only surviving, but killing Freya. A survival vote, surrender vote has started as survival becomes less and less likely for Asclepius Gaming. They fall further and further behind with every single one. People calling GG in the chat. That's mean. That better not be a spoiler. But the Sex Demons are looking very dominant in this game with a score of 28-9. They're pushing in these Phoenixes, and they might have all three if the Asclepius Gaming teammates are unable to push it back. Loki coming right in, trying to get Blink, but ends up getting destroyed himself. There's the... Oh, that's so beautiful, too. Through the wall, at the very tip of it, ends up getting the hit there. Freya going to try to get some revenge for her teammate. She ends up getting mesmerized, and that is going to be denied. Apollo very good at getting himself in and out of fights. Searing Pain comes off doing half of his HP, but the surrender vote seems to have gone through. And that's going to be the end of the final.